Hello, my Crow family. I'm just about to upload Hanumankind, Run It Up, and just before we get into it, the music video is cropped out. I didn't line it up properly, so it's irritating the shit out of me, but I have to upload it. I can't redo it. So just letting you know that most of the screen's showing, but yeah. I'm also fast forwarding all the chit chat, all the, superpower moments, when the crow starts tweaking. So that's just fast forwarded because it's a long video. But brother hit me right here, so I had to talk on it. Enjoy. We're on. Okay, people. Ba-ba. We are in a full-on rush right now. I'm not long out of bed. Okay? So, if I'm looking a bit puffy and busted, that is why. I need to give a huge shout out. Hang on. Welcome back to the Crow family, everybody. I'm hectic right now. I know it's early for me in the day, so I am full of energy. Okay, the petrol will start to run out down the track, but for now, I'm going to try and pump out a couple of reactions because I have a little bit of time, and because brother from TDIP, King Prime, has chopped a sister out. He's helped me so much. He's got me set up in a whole new, like a new system.
Oh my god, don't kick off these dogs. Okay, where are we going? So, before he helped me, you often see me say play, stop. I'll probably still do that out of, just, what's the word? Like, it's just what I always do. So just like, whatever, you know that word, like, habit. But I was using my iPad and iPhone. It was a huge reason why I couldn't, if I had time, sometimes I couldn't put reactions up because, I meant to be looking at this camera, because the storage in my phone or my iPad would shit itself on me. So, I'm hoping, where am I meant to sit with this camera though? I'm hoping I can put out heaps more now because, like I said,
King Prime, go visit him on his channel. He knows all there is to know about, well, singing. Okay, and he's breaking down that on his channel. He's breaking down how he puts his beautiful vocals together on tracks, how he layers vocals and makes them full hooks that he does. Listen to him. He's got a beautiful voice. Okay, and brother is just, he's everything. He's funny. I just love him, all right? KP for the win at TDIP. And then get over to TDIP, the Dreading It podcast. The Dreading It podcast. I'm sure I've said that right. Anyway, TDIP, get over there to their channel and subscribe to them because they are a laugh. They are so funny and they're just a vibe. They're a vibe. I was on live with them this morning because it's like my second family over there. I love them all. I love all the people in the TDIP family. Perps does an amazing job, and Courtney, but Perps, you're my sister. You are my sister, and she just does so much for them over there. One day I might get myself a Perps over here at CROWreactions. Who wants to be a Perps? I call her Perpinator because I have to nickname everybody. Perpinator is the bomb, and she makes sure everything goes pretty much smooth over there at TDIP. I'm not as big as them right now. Hopefully one day I will be, if I can get some more time down my sleeve. Anyway, blah. That's TDIP. King Prime, Sai the God, here's the other one. Another amazing artist. I've done reactions to both them brothers, if you want to check them out. But go to the channel, show them some love. Drop them a crow and say, Mama Crow sent us. Your sister, Mama Crow, she loves you. They know I do. Anyway.
we're here at CROWreactions, okay? And we're going to do a couple of reactions. Oh, I shouldn't chew ice, I know, but it's another bad habit. I have to have my drinks icy cold. Right now I'm doing
Hanumankind. Okay, I did one reaction to him and I got such good feedback from all of you over there in India, my Indian brothers and sisters, and everyone around the world, because he's gone worldwide. I loving this brother. And I really liked him. He was animated. I did On the Radar, I think, and he was animated. He was almost like flicking his lyrics out, this, and he wasn't using like huge, amazing words, but he's still saying stuff within. Listen, you know, rap is not my strength. It's probably why I haven't gone back to Brotha sooner, because he was on my top watched for so long. I'm thinking, I've got to get back on the Hanumankind. You know, a lot of people, like, you know, it was a top watch for me for ages. And I think the rap part throws me off, because I don't feel like I love rap, don't get me wrong, but I don't feel like I catch enough, or it's so fast that I'm like, ooh, it's so overwhelming for me. So that's the big long story why I don't I guess I don't feel confident doing rap. Let's be honest, that's all we are over here, the flaws and all. Like, I do not feel that confident when I'm listening to rap. I feel confident in myself listening to it and vibing to it, but I don't know if I feel confident reacting to it and, you know, giving out good content in relation to rap. But hey, I can't keep preaching what I don't do myself. So we have to just take on fears over here as well.
Mrs. Crow. So let's look, so you can see that I was on the TDIP. No, you can't see it yet. Give me a second. But yeah, big shout out to Brother KP, mate. He has hooked me up. Sorry, happen. So, and I have seen a lot of reactors doing Hanumankind. It must be his latest drop, Run It Up. Alright, so I'm going to do that, because that's what he's just... I felt like challenging myself today too, people. Like, you know what I mean? Let me just try and... King Prime, where are you, brother? I need you. It's shitting itself again on me. I just gave you a huge rap too, like... What in the world? I think I know what the problem is. I'm low-key becoming a bit of an IT specialist myself. I wish. Come on. Let's see if these all come back. See, look, a lot of people have done it. Here, oh, you just can't see, but... Hanumankind. Okay, I'm going to do chapters too if you don't want to look at my crazy long-ass introduction. I am a big offender when it comes to drawn-out introductions, so do not feel bad to just skip ahead to the reaction. Sorry, people. It just takes me extra longer to get my bearings. Okay, we got this happening, so now let me just see. This is the first time I'm using this setup, so just... Oh my god, I'm sure I put that on Do Not Disturb. I've got a reggae song playing in my head flat out right now, so let's see if this can take it out. I do have it on Do Not Disturb. How come that still went through? Anyway, I do not know what I'm doing. KP. Okay, I've done it, people. We're still recording. I wonder if I can pause and stuff on here. I probably can. I don't know how to edit and stuff like that. Anyway, that's a long, nearly 10 minute shit. Okay, ready?
Okay, ready? Hanumankind, Run It Up. Produced by Calmy. Fishing. Okay, ready? Are we ready, people? Shit. Play. Turn her up.
Run it up. The sun is up. So run it down. Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, is that?
Wow. This shot right here, I love. When he's running past and the brothers are all behind him. Literally run it up. On my look, I'm starting it again. I know. See? This is... I'm going to...
The sun is up. So run it down. Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last for long. Don't have at the time and it obvious. No help for the weak, but the liquor strong. Plenty here, boy, for all of us. Now bring out the drums in this bitch.
Do you see what I mean? Goosebumps, Hanumankind, brother. Goosebumps. Bah, 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 bah. He's going to get me thrown again. Because, see what I mean? Brother is talking. He's talking about real stuff that a lot of us can relate to. Woo, in saying that, it's going to be a lot of going back. Okay, this is what I'm saying, why I don't have much confidence in doing rap reactions, because anyway, that's why. But I'm gonna like embody some confidence here. Look, he is talking some stuff that I can just straight away play.
On all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last for long. Don't have at the time and it obvious.
Thank you, Hanumankind, for putting the words there. Okay, because I love your tone and I love the animation in your voice, but sometimes it's hard for me to grab what you're saying. But you just said something about we're cruising through this world with the weight of our ancestors on our shoulders. This is how I'm interpreting this. That is so relatable. Okay, I'm Aboriginal Irish. Okay, I've only in my later years started referring to my Irish side as well, because I was raised as an Aboriginal woman from get-go in the Aboriginal community. I've been lucky enough to be, you know, in my community and surrounded by my culture and being built up by my people to feel proud and well, proud, there's no other word, like, of being Aboriginal. But in this country, my people have been through so much discrimination, racism. It's still very, very, very apparent today, but we keep running it up, we keep moving forward, but we do carry the weight of our ancestors on our shoulders. And I say this to a lot of the young people that I work with. You all know I work with high-risk youth, and I try and get them to embody the Crow. I'm really not Crow. My dad was Crow, and he was known as Crow in the community, and that's why I've named this channel after him, because he was a musician. You've all heard this before, but my newcomers maybe not. And I wanted to give an acronym for Crow that represented my dad, and I made that courageous, resilient, original warrior. Okay, and I did that because I wanted the young people that I work with to embody what my dad instilled in me. Okay, so wow, I did not know this was going to take me on a journey. Hanumankind, this is going to be a long reaction. I'm going to try and clip it down, but geez, that was just so powerful. He said we carry the weight of our ancestors on our shoulders, or something like that, okay? And I've always said it's such a painfully beautiful thing to be an Aboriginal woman. Painful because the transgenerational trauma does get passed down the line. It's very evident in my family. I see it everywhere, and we're still just trying to just claw through that, you know. But with that pain comes a shitload of strength to just keep showing up, and we have to for our ancestors, because of otherwise what was all their pain for, and their suffering and their fight and their grit, if we're not willing to carry the baton forward and rise and stand strong in this world and fight for that these injustices to stop. Ooh, wow. Then he went on and said, we're healing with things that don't last that long. Oh my God. We're here. That gave me goosebumps just even saying that, because it's so many people I know. It's me, just trying to heal, like trying to put a patch or, like trying to put a little bit of sticky tape on a huge ass pool of water, hoping that it'll keep that leak stable. I don't know if that's a good analogy to use. The heartburn's crazy. Anyway, that was Hanumankind. How am I going to get through this? Sorry.
As you ain't seen before, we're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last for long. Don't happen the time and it obvious. No help for the weak, but the liquor strong. Plenty here for it for all of us. Now bring out the...
Oh my... No, I'm not going to get through it. I'm not going to get through it. He shouldn't have put the subtitles here because I can read everything now. This... Oh my goodness. We don't have much time, ain't it obvious? I can only put this to my... Like, I can only take what I see and reflect on it from my experience in life, my perspective on life. We don't have much time, ain't it obvious? The First Nation people here in Australia, our life expectancy is like 10 years below everyone else. We are actually on the bottom of the bottom in everything, okay? And we only make up 3% of Australia's total population. But for some reason, there's plenty of reasons, but it's a whole big spiderweb mess that nobody wants to touch or care about too much. Our life expectancy and our health conditions are so poor. So in some areas of Australia, it's like a third world country. Okay, let's just be honest about all this. Let's, it is what it is. There's a lot of good people trying to help us as well, but then there's a lot of people that just turn away and don't want to acknowledge anything. And that's a shame, because Aboriginal people are just a very welcoming, beautiful people. God, am I going to get through this? This is actually making me emotional. It's so strange. I don't know if I should have chose to do this because I'm feeling quite gritty, too energetic to listen to these things. Then he says, pour out the liquor, like there's plenty for all of us. Like, pouring out liquor is a representation of, pour out for the ones that you love, and that's what it's seen as. But it's him highlighting in a very clever way that we're dying at crazy rates. So there's plenty of liquor to pour out because we're all losing our lives far too soon, for things that shouldn't be happening, that aren't happening in other, in other populations of people, but minority groups, there's a lot of liquor to be poured out because we're not living as long, and we're Hanumankind.
Plenty here boy for all of us. Now bring out the drums in this bitch. And my homies got rich doing shit that they said wouldn't work. The guns in this bitch, hit a load up a clip. I'm gonna shoot up the place with them car. I see the buns that be...
I know, but that dropped in mean. These drums, like, so don't even go there. The words are smashing me in the face, but then the beat is ridiculous. It's like, that unusual, it sounds like his actual like drums from his culture, that his mob use. I love this.
My homies got rich doing shit that they said wouldn't work. Bring out the gun, the liquor strong. Plenty here.
All right, I promise.
Now bring out the drums in this bitch. And my homies got rich doing shit that they said wouldn't work. Bring out the guns in this bitch, hit a load up a clip. I'm gonna shoot up the place with them car. I see the bums that be wishing we end in the ditch at the pain that see them and hurt. I see the love that we give and the love that we give. Make sure everything come up for circle. We ain't got nothing.
Hanumankind, I can't do it. It's a mad beat with hectic lyrics, talking some real stuff, real clever with it too. Do you want to know why you don't see many Aboriginal artists out on YouTube? Much of their music coming out because they talk about this same struggle, okay? But now I'm looking at how Hanumankind is talking about this struggle, but he's also celebrating his culture and he's putting it up. He's running everybody up to the top with him. Beautiful, brother. Beautiful. I love it. And I need to start, I've got no excuses for that. I need to start promoting our brothers and sisters from here in Australia too. Because they do not get looked at, they don't get seen for the talent they are, because they all talk about the struggle of our people in their lyrics and nobody wants to hear it. Okay? But Hanumankind's making me realise, I'm trying to think, have I done a reaction to any of our mob around here that are amazing artists, can rap as well, rap, and got real hardy lyrics like this? No, I haven't. And I did not know that this was going to be like this. Far out. I don't even want to keep stopping, but the words, he's talking about just coming from nothing, like coming in the air and the sky. You know, the air is like, you know, there's nothing there, like building something out of nothing. I'm hearing it all, people, but now I can even read it. And the beat is unreal. I don't even play.
So run it up. The sun is up. To run it down. Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now.
Oh, love it.
Baby, run it up. Get it the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my shut it down. Work it for get your money up. Believe it on God, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Put that on everything that I love. Check. Yeah, on everything that I love.
Who do you remind me of? I said this the last... Hanuman, brother, you're getting literally under my skin here, but you remind me of someone. I said this the last time. Is it my own brother? I think it might be my own blood brother, especially when he's got his hair curly and wild like that. Did you see the whole mob? He is putting his people on the map. I don't know much about Hanumankind, okay? I don't know much about the Indian culture, but please share it with me in the comments. Share your culture with me. I will be so appreciative and grateful, because I love learning about mob all around the world. These drums sound like traditional drums, and you know, I don't know much about the Indian culture, but there's some stuff I do know, and I know that them drums are very traditional to your culture, right? And brother is he's just rapping on them traditional drums with that bass coming in perfectly. There is no way in the world would I be able to catch all these amazing lyrics and what he's saying without these subtitles. So I love that. I really appreciate that. Yous probably don't, because I'm stopping like no one's business. But this is a reaction, people. We have to really talk on stuff when it's like this. We have to. Otherwise, we're pretty much, you know, them ancestors on our shoulder. We're saying, get off. I don't want to, get off my back. I can't carry it. Yes, you can. And if you don't, you're doing your own spirit an injustice, because that's who you belong to. I'm forever grateful for my ancestors, my elders, my mum, my dad. my strong aunties, all my nans and all my pops that just have surrounded me with love and strength in the middle of struggle. You know, that gives you that grit. It's beautifully painful, people. It's a different way to look at pain. Hanumankind, you're making me get hectic. Play.
Yeah, ain't nothing that come up.
Ooh, he slowed it down. He looks like my brother.
3, 2, 1. Now we go from angry and mad to happy and glad to find a solution for us. We go from sorry and sad to ready to grab our weapons and get to the front. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency, stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things will be lacking, my bruh. So what are we lacking? I could point it out, so much that's around, better sad.
Nah. Okay, Crow, we know what your goosebumps look like. I know that, but far out, he slowed it down even more so I could really marinate in it. Shit. My dad was a freedom fighter through his lyrics. This is why I'm loving this. This is why I'm very animated and very passionate right now. My father was very staunch when it came to his music. Was he an amazing artist? Beautiful vocals, beautiful voice, could play the guitar like a beast, taught himself. Yes, he was all of that, and he did not get the credit he deserved. Why? Because he wasn't willing to strip himself of his own morals. They're his morals he chose. If he wasn't going to be singing about nothing that was going to hopefully benefit his people, then he wasn't doing it. So of course my dad's music wasn't going to get out there, and he was okay with that, and that makes me so proud. I'm getting so emotional. Shit, I did not think I was going to get emotional on a Hanumankind track because I knew it'd be rap, and I was so anxious. There's no way I felt like I could talk to this properly, and he's saying, everything he's saying is hitting me in the chest and making me feel proud. Isn't that amazing that music can do that? This is a brother. His motherland is in India. Please correct me if I'm wrong. If there's like, I know here in Australia, everyone around the world sees Australia as just one big Australia. But people, there was over 400 Aboriginal tribes throughout this country. Okay, I can show you the map. That doesn't get shown worldwide. I understand. Okay, but that is the truth. Before Australia was colonized, there was a rich, beautiful people. But I mean people like we were all from different tribes. We weren't just Aboriginal people. No, I'm a Gunditj Mara woman. Gunditj Mara Bunitj. Another sister over the other side of Australia, she'll have a different tribe. So I'm just saying that because I don't know if India was the same back when or still is now. That is me needing to learn more, and that's why I'm relying on all of you beautiful people that I'm hoping will let me know. I could point it out so much that's around. Better settle down. See? He even knows. Don't say too much because...
So what are we lacking? I could point it out, so much that's around. Better settle down, no point doing that.
I better settle down too.
Bite me in the ass, put me in the ground. Tell me to carry down. From those who came up before me, I made a change of the story. Find me at work in the morning. Find me where people are mourning, man. Cause death is around every corner. When life isn't free for a person, dog, you act like an animal corner. In a language, y'all, you don't understand, you a foreigner. So nobody needs an advantage now. We needed some balance and order. But you know that's never the case. Never a chance that they're changing their ways. It's never a choice that they're giving to you. There will never be justice to face. We sing for the sorrow and dance for the pain. No one to follow, it's just you and me. I swear that it's coming, we starting to
no. Yeah, see? Savage is speaking our language. I just caught that the second time. Savage is speaking our language. No, you don't understand. You're a foreigner. This is so relatable. Okay, to a lot of Indigenous people around the world that have felt the effect of the Western world, and I'm not blaming anybody, okay? This is history. This is what's happened, okay? But what I get upset about is, no, I'm not blaming anyone in my generation or upper, but I'm not blaming you for what my ancestors went through, okay? What I get upset about is when it's ignored and pushed away, swept under the carpet, put in the closet. Like, no one wants to acknowledge the pain and suffering, because then they'd have to acknowledge that, yeah, transgenerational trauma, you know, a race of people can't go through trauma and pain for a very long period of time and not pass that down. It's not done intentionally, of course, but it is. That's what happens. I'm getting stuck here, people, but I'm hoping you understand what I'm saying. The ripple effect, it goes for a very long time. You know, in Australia, it's like 200 and, I should really know the exact number, but 200 plus years ago. So it really wasn't that long ago. And the ripples are still flowing. And so are the injustices. So it's like more little ripple effects, you know, and it just becomes a toxic spider web that nobody wants to touch, and people are hurting and suffering. And it most commonly is the sovereign people of that land, whatever land you're talking about. But moving away from that, this is also something that can be, anyone that's listening to this can apply that to their own life. You know what I mean? I'm getting deep. I know. But this song could also be applied to anyone's life. Their struggle, what they're facing. But they're still trying to run it up. And they're not going alone. They're bringing whoever they love and hold dear to their heart with them. No one's getting left behind. Hanumankind, you might be becoming really quickly a favorite. Bah, on that. And you look a lot like my brother. And that's choking me up too. All right. What? 34 minutes. Play.
An advantage now, we need some balance and order. But you know that's never the case. Never a chance that they're changing their ways. It's never a choice that they're giving to you. There will never be just in the face. We sing for the sorrow and that's what I'm saying. No one to follow, it's just you and me. I swear that it's coming, we starting today, but we wake up tomorrow and things are the same.
See? Run it up! Run it up! This is beautiful.
What did I tell you?
Yes, let's go, Hanumankind. Far out. That was amazing. That was amazing. People, are you serious? Are we serious right now? This is a very well slept, energetic crow you have right here. Okay? Way too much energy to be taken on lyrics like that. Oh my, that came out of nowhere as well. here I was, like, anxious as hell, thinking I'm not going to be able to, like, find the bars, and, you know, I wasn't even thinking about anything like that. I was just really just wanting to just talk on what he was saying. But he's found a way to sound really catchy and bass-like. I didn't even elaborate on that line. You know, our language is savage, you're a foreigner, you don't understand. You know, history, it's, God, find your words, girl. A lot of Indigenous groups around the world, races, have been called savages over the years. It's also used as a word to really just hold people down, like, this is all you are. And I've said this before. I did a speech for the same kind of theme, trying to just be heard for the youth that I work with. And I did touch on that. Like I said before, Aboriginal people are at heart a very welcoming, loving people. Okay, but there's only so much people can take before they starting to, you know, just come across as savage. This might even seem a bit intense. I'm just very passionate about this, because when you live in a community, a minority community that is constantly struggling, and you're actually seeing the impact of, and you're seeing the injustices. My own sons, I see it, and it kills my heart. And yeah, I can't be quiet on this kind of thing to make others feel comfortable. But that's not me trying to blame anybody. I just want people, you can't move forward and unite, which is what we all want at the end of the day, peace, and we want to be able to unite and move forward. And you can't do that if you're just like, well, but you have to forget about all that pain, and you have to stop saying that is even a thing. How? That makes no sense, and it's morally wrong, and it's just suppressing a people or person even more than they already are. Ooh, I was not ready for that. This is the longest reaction I've ever done. I might edit it, I might not. I love you, my Crow family. Hanumankind, brother, that was brilliant. And I love the way you're representing your culture with so much pride. It is beautiful to see. And I need someone to tell me what the drums were, because I was loving that. And everything, like, I'm going to watch it again, but I've got so many questions, but I've already gone on a full-on rampage. I just love how clever Hanumankind was about he was putting it out there, but in a very positive, celebrating, is that the word? He was celebrating the struggle of his people, like the underdogs. Just, hey, we're still here, we're coming up, you know, like, ah, man, I can't even find my words, but I loved it. What is next for Hanumankind? Mwah! I love you all. Let me just go and take a breather.